I'm Don Larson. I pitched the only perfect game in World Series history, and thanks to Press Pass TV.
Hey everyone, welcome to Press Pass TV. I'm Andrea Fasano, and thanks for joining us. We're here in downtown Manhattan at the Gala for the grand opening of the Sports Museum of America. Let's check it out.
This museum, let's get it started.
Hi, I'm Samir Ahuja. I'm one of the co-founders and COO and CFO of the Sports Museum of America, and I'm really excited to be here to be opening the Sports Museum of America.
I'm standing next to Ed Kranepool. Ed, tell us what you think of the museum and the party so far.
Well, it's been a great party so far, a tremendous cocktail hour, and obviously we're at the lower level. And, you know, you look at the works that Leroy Neiman has done, and Leroy's been a big sports fan over the years. I was fortunate enough to know him 25 years ago when he first started, 30 years ago, or whatever it was. And his work is beautiful, so I can't wait to get up to the museum and see just what they've created.
Right now, I'm sitting with the wonderful and amazing artist, Leroy Neiman, whose artwork is lining this event room. Leroy, what do you think of this sports museum and the whole idea?
It's big time. New York can only do this right. Every city you're going to has got some kind of a place, Hall of Fame or something. But this is it. The events that have been played, the athletes that have come through here, every athlete doesn't have to be with a New York team or anything.
Right. Tell me a little bit about what you're doing here today at the Sports Museum of America.
Well, I heard they made a sports museum, and a lot of people consider me the greatest athlete in the world, so I figured I'd show up and check out the museum.
Now, what do you think of all these athletes and people circling around? And
there's some good athletes here. I've seen Martina Navratilova, Bruce Jenner, but I don't think anyone can really hang with me. But they are good athletes.
They can. I don't think they can either.
Martina Navratilova, badminton.
All right, Martina, can you tell us a little bit about, you said you're a member of the board of directors in the Sports Museum.
Yeah, so I knew about this since the conception 5 years ago, but you know, you don't really know whether something's going to happen or not. It sounds like a great idea, but they pulled it off, Philip, and it's fantastic that it's here now, and it's great, especially I think with the women's wing, for girls to come in here and see that there were heroes that are women that have been involved in sports and been successful in sports, so that if they have any doubts about their dreams, they're validated. And if anybody tells them, no, girls shouldn't be involved in sports, they're wrong, because we have the proof right here. So it's really nice to be a part of that.
I guess I'd like to make a toast to everybody, including the athletes behind me, the athletes who aren't here tonight but were here yesterday that have supported us, the 62 sports Hall of Fames, museums, and governing bodies around the country, New York City, New York State, and all the firms who are represented here tonight, and our team at the Sports Museum of America, all of whom have come together in a huge collaboration to build what is now the only and the first museum celebrating the history, the importance, the iconic nature, the significance of what these people behind me have dedicated their lives to, and so we toast tonight to the Sports Museum of America.
So tell me about this party. What are you liking about it?
Well, I just like the crowd that's here. I mean, we got a very good crowd. A lot of great athletes. You know, Billie Jean King, Martina Navratilova, Mario Andretti. You know, you go on and on and on and on and on. Tony Dorsett, nemesis of the New York Giants. And just a lot of great guys are here. A lot of great athletes from the past. And I just feel honored to be in the presence of all these great athletes.
Having all these wonderful athletes here is really what epitomizes the Sports Museum of America. We're trying to celebrate everything there is about all sports and the stories that sports tell and the lessons that they provide. And these athletes are a real inspiration to young kids and families. And they all were excited about this concept and coming here.
Well, this is truly a very special moment in New York City sports history. And on behalf of the city of New York, I want to first of all thank all the extraordinary athletes who made it here to New York for this special ceremony. Thank you. And I'd like to thank and congratulate two of New York City's newest heroes, Phil and Samir, for doing what people thought would be impossible. The dream is a reality, and New York City has the first and only Sports Museum of America, and thank you guys, we are very grateful. On behalf of Mayor Bloomberg and the 8.2 million residents of New York City, today is Sports Museum of America Day in New York City. It's your day.
Now standing here with Carl Lewis. Carl, have you been able to see the museum yet?
Yeah, I saw the museum last night. It's amazing, and it's just great. And it's funny. It's good to see kids here tonight because that's what the museum really is about. It's about families, and for the parents to come in and say, "Oh my God, I know him. I remember him," and then transcend that to their kids, teach them history, and then one day they'll grow up and they'll be able to see the people they love and enjoy in there as well.
Carl Lewis is in the house.
It's a fantastic place. I mean, for any sports enthusiast, I mean, this concept, this idea was just a fantastic idea. And one of the greatest things I've seen, one of the greatest rooms was that Heisman room up there that I had the opportunity to spend some time up in there. But it's just a wonderful concept. And as I said, for any sports enthusiast, they'll enjoy this.
I took the tour yesterday. I was here last night, and, you know, all the things up there, you know, I'm fascinated by, you know, history. So, you know, when I go up there and I see all the things that's happening, you know, it's just a wonderful opportunity.
Well, I just came from upstairs looking at the museum, and I was pleasantly surprised. It's a lot bigger than what I thought it was, and they actually covered all sports, even down to fishing. So it's a really great museum.
I was just getting lost in the maze of everything. It's pretty huge.
Do you have a favorite sport?
I like pretty much all of them. Soccer's probably. Soccer and bowling. Really? And ping pong are the favorites.
Do you have a favorite soccer player or team?
Just me. Just me, baby. Right. No one can hang with me.
That's it. You do one of the bicycle kicks, right?
I actually taught Pele how to do a bicycle kick.
We're talking with a legend over here then.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. Thank you so much for your
champion. There's a reason.
Really?
There's a reason for it. It's not just a shirt. It means something.
I know there's a lot of interaction inside the museum. So have you done anything? Did you get, you know, to swing a bat, or I don't know, do they have boxing gloves in there? We haven't gotten to see it yet.
Well, you know what? Maybe swing a bat. I'm not going to get boxing. Somebody hits his nose, it's over.
I think I want to do the interactive on the IndyCar because I like going fast. I actually have driven a car 200 miles an hour on the Autobahn in Germany a long time ago, and I'd like to sort of see it coming at me.
Hey, I think that you got things to do. You won't go.
What's the overall consensus? What are the guys really liking about the museum?
Well, I think everybody just liked the concept, the whole concept that you have all these different sports under one roof. You know, because see, I don't know personally a whole lot about the Negro League. I don't know a whole lot about NASCAR, but you know, you go to these floors, you go to these rooms, and you can find some history. You can find out the who's who of all of these sports. So it's a wonderful idea.
It's going to be great because, you know, 10 years from now, you're going to say, this has always been here. But what's amazing is that it has not been done before. And again, just a couple of people had the vision, and with Philip and Samir, and they made it happen. So we're grateful to them. It's great to have all the sports under one roof, and nice to be a part of it.
Well, the thing in a nutshell is that you have all the sports together, and you can go from one place to another, and you know, see people that in events that you had heard about, but you weren't around when it happened. So you know, it's an excellent opportunity to get some history as well as enjoy yourself.
I think I recommend to everybody, you know, to come to the museum because it's the first one in America and the only one, and everybody's here. Martina, everybody, like New York Giant, the football team, they're all here. I don't know their names.
Isn't our world coming together? I mean, we're not just the United States and Canada and Mexico and Europe. We are one global place now, and I think that people from all over the world can come to this museum, and even though it's an American museum, they'll still know all these athletes. They'll still know so many of the Olympic athletes, professional athletes, and I think it's great. And I think it's great that it starts here in a place where you can look at Ellis Island, you can look at the Statue of Liberty, and it really means freedom and also the beginning of America.
Well, the party's winding down here at the Sports Museum of America, and we hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with us tonight. For more behind-the-scenes action, make sure you check out our website at PressPassTV.com or our YouTube page at YouTube.com/PressPass. For everyone here at Press Pass TV, thanks for joining us. I'm Andrea Fasano. Stay tuned.